So today I'm looking at Clerics, and what do I know about Clerics? Well, I have given out the starter set Cleric of Life sheet plenty of times for new players, and it seems like such a solid build, but we're just going to cover the base Clerics today. Seems to me like Clerics are among the top 3 solid characters if you don't know what to play. I think Clerics are healers, good at combat, and good all-rounders really. And I would say if you're a new player, play a Cleric. That's my advice. So with the prayer thing here, there's definitely a religious connotation, chanting a song of glory it talks about, shouting praise, holy symbols for holding back zombies, and it says a cleric is imbued with divine magic. So healers, that's what the first thing I think of is the healing aspect. Divine magic, as the name suggests, is the power of the gods flowing from them into the world. Clerics are conduits for that power, manifesting it as miraculous effects. Clerics combine the helpful magic of healing and inspiring their allies with spells that harm and hinder foes. Exactly, they do everything. They can provoke awe and dread, lay curses of plague or poison, and even call down flames from heaven to consume their enemies. Divine acolytes. Not every acolyte is a cleric. Some priests are called to a simple life of temple service, carrying out their god's will through prayer and sacrifice. When a cleric takes up an adventuring life, it is usually because his or her god demands it. So, we get the rough idea there. The most important question to consider is which deity to serve. Skip on down to the quick build. Wisdom should be your highest ability score, then strength or constitution, and then you choose the acolyte background, none of which you have to follow. That's just a quick build. And the fun is playing around with those things once you get an idea. As far as I understand it, clerics get the whole range of spells available to them, all their spells, but they have to prepare them, which I don't really do preparing spells in my games, to be honest. First level, 3 cantrips and 2 first level spells. Let's click on this. At first level, you know 3 cantrips. You learn additional cleric cantrips of your choice at higher levels. You learn additional cantrips at higher levels. The cleric table shows how many spell slots you have to cast your spells of first level and higher. You must expend a spell slot of the spell's level or higher. You regain all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest. You prepare the list of cleric spells that are available for you to cast, choosing from your cleric spell list. Choose a number of cleric spells equal to your wisdom modifier, which should be the highest suggestion, plus your cleric level, minimum of 1 spell. If you are a 3rd level cleric, you have 4 first level and 2 second level spell slots. With a wisdom of 16, your list of prepared spells can include 6 spells of 1st or 2nd level in any combination. If you prepared 1st level spell Cure Wounds, you can cast it using 1st level or 2nd level slot, because some spells upscale, do more damage, do more healing, things like that, do more area. Is that a thing? Casting the spell does not remove it from your list of prepared spells. You can change, this is the thing, isn't it? You can change your list of prepared spells when you finish a long rest. Preparing a new list of cleric spells requires time spent in prayer and meditation, at least 1 minute. I do not do that personally. I just say, well, to be honest, I just say you can choose which spells you have. Like I have spell cards, so it's like, which spells do you want to have? And every day they'll take the same spells, you know, they'll cover like a nice range of spells and think those are the ones I want. But that's just us. That's just our table. So it talks about spell save DC and the modifier, ritual casting. I don't think I have ever had a player cast a ritual spell. And it doesn't cost a spell slot. And then again, my clerics don't cast bless. My clerics don't heal as often as they should. So my clerics are broken. And when I say my clerics, I don't mean ones that I'm running. I mean that I DM, not my party. So there's divine domains. These each give you different things. You can choose knowledge, life, light, nature, tempest, trickery or war. Those are the standards, bog standard ones. Each domain has a list of spells. It's domain spells. Yeah, once you gain a domain spell, you always have it prepared. It's I'm not sure that I ever truly follow this, but I'm not a player. If you have a domain spell that doesn't appear on your cleric spell list, the spell is nonetheless a cleric spell for you. So yeah, each knowledge, life, light, etc. might give you a spell that's not on a cleric list, but therefore it is a cleric spell. Is that what that means? Channel Divinity. At 2nd level, you gain the ability to channel divine energy directly from your deity, using that energy to fuel magical effects. You start with 2. Turn Undead, and an effect determined by your specific domain. When you've used your Channel Divinity, you must finish a rest of some sort. Beginning at 6th level, you can do Channel Divinity twice between rests. Beginning at 18th level, you can do it 3 times between rests. So Turn Undead, you present your holy symbol, this thing, and you speak a prayer, censoring the undead, and each undead that can hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom save, or it has to use its turn to get as far away from you as possible. It can't take reactions either. It can only use dash, or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's no way for it to move, it can use the dodge action. Jumping up to 5th level, when an undead fails its save against that turned undead, it instantly is destroyed. And we have this table showing at what level you are and the challenge rating of undead that you can destroy. Yeah, Divine Intervention at 10th level, you implore your god's aid, requires you. Divine Intervention at 10th level, you use an action to seek godly assistance. You roll a d100. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, which is kind of hard, your god intervenes and the DM will sort that out. And if your god does do that, you can't do it again for a week's gameplay. Otherwise, you can try again after a long rest. And at 20th level, you automatically succeed on godly help. No roll required, but that's down to the discretion of your DM. So it does give the example of the one that I am actually used to seeing, and that is the life domain. And I strongly think it checks all the boxes. Bless. That helps out the players, gives them a d4 to attack rolls and saving throws. It lasts a whole minute, 10 rounds of... So if you think there's going to be a fight, you cast Bless. It's just a knee-jerk reaction, that would have been for me, but not for my players. Cure Wounds. You touch the creature, gains some health. 3rd level, Lesser Restoration. You touch a creature and end a disease or a condition, blinded such as that. Paralysed, deafened. Spiritual Weapon. I mean, this is great because you can invent what your spiritual weapon looks like every time. It's a ghostly weapon that acts on your turn but separate from your attack. It's just another free-floating attack. Beacon of Hope. This spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within 30 foot. They do wisdom saving throws, death saves. Alright. Have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saves. And regain the maximum number of hit points from healing. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that used. Revivify. You touch a creature that's just died and it gets a hit point. All good. Death Ward. You touch a creature and it grants a measure of protection from death. So instead of dropping to 0, it drops to 1. Solid, just solid. Guardian of Faith that lasts for 8 hours. A large spectral guardian appears and hovers in a space of your choice you can see. The guardian is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with a symbol of your god. Any creature that's hostile to you that moves within 10 foot of this guardian must succeed on a dex save. The creature takes 20 radiant damage on a fail and half on a success. The Guardian vanishes when it has dealt a total of 60 damage. That is wonderful. 9th level, pretty high. Healing energy washes out from wherever you choose. 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius. Each target regains hit points equal to 3d8 plus your spell ability. Spellcasting ability modifier. I mean, great. Raise dead. That sounds useful. If you've not been dead for longer than 10 days, you come back to life with a hit point. What more do you need? You gain proficiency with heavy armor, so you can almost be sneaky in it. Your healing spells are more effective at 1st level. When you use 1st level or higher, so no cantrips, you regain The creature gets additional hit points equal to 2 plus a spell's level. Preserve life. You can use one of your channel divinities, as we looked at earlier. You hold up your holy symbol and get healing energy that can restore hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. I've seen that used. That is brilliant. Blessed Healer, 6th level. Your healing spells cast on other people heal you as well. I will be writing that in bold on my character sheet. Divine Strike. You gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Now, I must say that even though it's not in the game, we do radiant damage doubled against undead. It just makes sense. Why is that not? Why is vulnerability from angelic light to undead not even a thing? Should be. On each of your turns, you hit a creature with a weapon attack. You can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 radiant damage to the target. As I say, doubled for us. And after 14th, that is 2d8. Supreme Healing at 17th level, you instead use the highest number possible for each dice. For example, instead of rolling 2d6, you restore 12 hit points. That is so good. But it's the next video where we will look at subclasses, and that's so far from the Barbarian, the Bard and the Cleric. Cleric easily wins. I would easily play this. I have run a Death Cleric in Curse of Strahd as an NPC, and it was great. And I will see you in the subclasses video. Thanks for watching.